because that's what enabling mothers do. They watch their sons do things in which they know they shouldn't, and they sit back and they do nothing as bystanders. They enable their sons to do so much detriment. It gets to the point that they are scared to even confront them about the slightest of things that they do that they know is not right. Boy, I gotta trigger your ego some way. You need an ego. Where's your pride? You ain't got no pride.
It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
Hoes don't like me.
What is up, you guys? I hope everybody is doing well. So in today's video is very, very important for me to talk about. It's very, very touchy to my heart. This video, I titled it, Black Women Are Not Raising Men. And Black single mother kicks out her 17-year-old daughter, and here's the reason why. And we are going to be discussing the reason why within this video. Let's just go ahead and jump straight into the video. Do you ever wonder why so many Black men turn out to be narcissists by the time they reach age 21? Or do you even wonder why there's a significant increase within the gay male population in the Black male community? Do you ever wonder why there is a significant increase within the gay male population in the Black community? Do you ever wonder why so many Black men, more than ever, can never or barely reach the state of independence? The state of independence. They have to depend on a woman in some degree, in some aspect, in some form, in order for them to stay afloat, whether that may be living with their moms when they shouldn't be, constantly asking for money from their female surroundings, whether that may be their mother, girlfriend, grandmother, etc. It's hardly ever a male, and that's due to a multitude of reasons that we will dive in further into this video. But if you pay closely attention, you would notice that they will ask for assistance, but when they ask for assistance, this assistance is being asked from a female counterpart. It's very rare that they are going to seek assistance or help from another male counterpart. All right, or just another male individual. You see men, you see men more than ever. You see Black men more than ever. You see them riding on bikes, not because they want to, but because they have to, or because they are content with doing so. Okay, and lastly, have you ever wondered why a great number of Black men within the Black community are physically abusive towards the women in their environment? And I know you know someone right now on the top of your head, Black male, who is physically abusive to someone, a female in particular, in their environment. So whatever the scenario may be, it seems to be that this has become the common norm, an expectation for Black men in the Black community. But what may be the underlying causes for their impulsive behavior? So within this video, not only are we going to be reacting to a traumatic scene that is common within Black families, we are also going to be discussing the #1 reason as to why I personally believe Black men are so insufficient as of current in today's society. We are going to be talking about why I personally believe Black men are so incapable, insufficient, just they really hold no value. And this is not to talk down on Black men, because obviously I'm not talking about all Black men. I'm speaking about 80% of them. Maybe let me not say that, 70%. Okay, I think that's a good 70%. I'm not talking about every Black man, and this is not to bring any Black man down. This is speaking from facts. This is speaking from observation. I don't have to make any of these things up. And I don't have to try to bring anyone else down just for the hell of it. Okay, so the video that we are about to react to is basically a Black mother kicking out her 17-year-old daughter because she did not cook for her 20-year-old son, all right? So the video that we are about to play, I just want you guys to kind of get mentally prepared prior to me playing the video. I don't know what you guys have personally have been through, but watching this video was very triggering for me, which led me to create this video. So I just want you to be just, mentally aware before we even play the video, because it's very, you'll probably ask, is this a skit? I know a lot of people asking that these days. Is that okay? This ain't no skit. And I know, girl, this is not no skit. Well, just let me go here. Let me get into the video.
I ain't cooked dinner for a raggedy ass son. Only 17 years old. This man is 20 years old. He can cook food. I know she's gonna try to do it. She's gonna try to do it. She can't. Oh, fuck, she's here. Mom, I don't have anywhere to go. You gotta get the hell out of here, Mom, I didn't cook because I was doing my homework. Yeah, because I didn't cook dinner for a raggedy ass.
So it's a couple things that I want to take note within this video, because I also had written notes and I've written observations down as well. So first of all, the first observation that I noticed within this video, she's yelling out loud, raggedy ass son. We can assume the son is present in the home and also condones and further promotes the wrongful abuse she faces from the mother. So let me go here, let me go back to the video. Okay, oh Jesus Christ. Okay, so like I said, she's yelling out loud, like, because I didn't cook dinner for her raggedy ass son. Okay, I'm just replaying it out. So like I said, I'm assuming that the son is present, right? And the reason why she's yelling it out, number one, is because he's present, and number two is because I'm assuming that she also does not get along with the brother as well, because he also condones the abuse that she faces from their mother. And I know what this is like because I have faced this as well. I just felt like there was always a difference in treatment towards how I was treated versus how my brother was treated. There was a significant difference. But throughout my 25 years of living, well, I would just say throughout my 21 years of living, I was gaslit into believing that I was not being treated differently than my male sibling. And this caused me and my male sibling to also clash heads, because he condoned everything that what my mother would do to me, even when it was not right. He never stood in to say, hey, this is wrong. If he was to see something wrong, there was no checking it. I just noticed that there was a significant difference. So like I said, we can, based off of the clip, we can assume that the son is present in the home, and he also condones and further promotes the wrongful abuse that she faces from the mother. And because of that fact, she also has resentment towards her brother as well. This is a grown man. You should be able to take care of yourself. And obviously, we can assume he's not stepping in to say, you know what, sister, you're right. You don't have to cook for me. I'm a grown ass adult. I can cook for myself. He's not going to be a man to check his mother to say, Mom, that's not right. She shouldn't be getting kicked out because of something like this. I'm an adult. I can take care of myself. I can cook for myself. You understand what I'm saying? But no, he's silent. He's a bystander, meaning that he condones the behavior that happens. He does nothing to stop it. You see what I'm saying? He's an enabler. You see what I'm saying? Okay, my second observation. She is having a tantrum and an anxiety attack. Let's go back and let's examine that. Okay, like I said, she's having a tantrum, an anxiety attack. And obviously you can hear it. Like if you go back to the video, you can hear it in her breathing. Number one, she's doing like, I'm only 17 years old. You ever do that when you know you like, oh my fucking God, what the fuck? Like something just irritates you so much, like to the point where you actually have a tantrum. We can see that present within the video. We can see that this is something that is so fucking repetitive. It's so fucking annoying. It's so like, it's a feeling that I honestly can't describe. That's what she's feeling right now. We can also assume conflicts like this take place often within the home. The little girl is traumatized. She's traumatized. She's having a temper tantrum. We can assume that this happens all the fucking time. So let's go ahead, let's continue in the clip. Okay, so other observation. She mentions, I know that she's gonna try to hit me again, admitting that she faces frequent physical, verbal, and mental abuse by her mother. I already stated that obviously we can assume based off the clip that this is something that is like often, like it happens very frequently within the home. Like she's very, very traumatized by her mother. The tactics, the treatment by her mother. Yeah, so let's go ahead, let's finish the clip. I'm about to get out these clothes and take my bath. Who mama that sound like? Shit, Pat. Ain't nothing cook. Look, you hear her voice. Like, y'all, like, do you know what this sound like? Like, do you know what this sound like? It's like it's saying, what's the word? What's that word? Where like you experience something and it take you back to that. I don't know if it's nostalgia or if it's deja vu. I don't know, but like it was this feeling that it took me back to, the tone of her voice, the walking into the home, all the way down to the clothes that she had on, all the way down to the clothes. We know what type of job she got, and I'm not stereotyping. I'm not. I'm just saying. Goddamn, like, fuck, coming all the way down to the being on the phone with the homegirl. Like, it really took me back. Like, I'm like, wow. So I'm not the only one to like to go through shit like this. Not saying it like that, but like, oh my God, like, damn. Anyway, so I'm gonna go back to reading my notes. We can assume by the way the mother walked in the home that this has happened before. Watching this gave me chills. The clothes from work, being on the phone with the homegirl, the tone of her voice, and then the acknowledgement of her daughter. I know how this feels and what this feels like. She was nice on the phone, and then she was waiting to threaten her daughter. Like, she was just waiting to address her daughter. I promise you. You could tell. It's almost like she antagonizing the little girl almost. Like, just being so antagonizing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is very, very fun for her. She like this shit. She want to see her cry. She want to see her do this shit. Like, it's very weird, bro. It's very, very, very weird. Listen to the little girl breathing. She is literally having a current anxiety attack in the video. So if you go back, let's go back to the video, excuse me, and if you listen, her breathing, she is having an anxiety attack. That's a you problem. That's a you problem. That's a you problem. That's a you problem. I know how moms are. Like, I know, especially black moms. Like, I know how the fuck they are. Like, and I'm not trying to be stereotypical. I'm really, really not. All the way down to her voice, where she like, I know Kiara or whoever better have a shit pack. Ain't nothing cooked, huh? Ain't nothing cooked, It's just like, oh my God. And the little girl is beautiful, okay? The little girl's out dead ass gorgeous, y'all. Like, just watching this video, like, hold on, let me get my blunt. Oh, now that we've examined the clip and we see who clearly is the issue within this matter, which brings me to my overall talking point within this video. It's an overall talking point, okay? And then I have talking points under this talking point. But this is the main talking point.
The number one reason why there are so many insufficient and unstable black males within the black community is because the majority of black mothers do not hold their sons accountable to be stable men. Period, point blank. And I don't care what you say. I don't care if you don't like what I'm saying. I don't care. Just listen. Hear me out. Before you even start judging, just listen to the rest of the video, okay? Just listen. Majority of black mothers are enablers. They are enablers of their sons' narcissism, their abuse, their belligerent and demonic behavior, and their lack of desire to want to be men.
Which means wanting to get a job, wanting to build your own, wanting to be independent, okay? And that not be looked at something as too difficult or too hard or something that's like putting in too much effort to do. You know what I'm saying? But now in today's society, that's how it's looked at. I feel like that's what a natural individual, whether you are a woman or a male, should want for themselves. However, in today's society, we don't see enough of that coming from the Black male community. We just don't see it.
However, in today's society, Black men do not desire that. Instead, they are searching for 50-50 relationships or for women to invest in them, according to Dr. Umar Johnson. So instead, they don't want to work, let alone build, because it requires effort that they don't want to put in. It's much easier for them to mooch off of mom or to
get resources from their girlfriend or the women around them in their environment or in their surroundings. It's much easier to do that because it leaves them content, and it also leaves them to not have to put in the effort in which they know they should. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because they're constantly seeking help that they really shouldn't be getting in the first place. If you are a man, you should be able to be independent and capable to build your own, capable to be an individual. I don't really know how else to even put this. I really don't. I don't really know how else to even put that. So for them, it's much easier to do that. It's easier for them to go 50-50 because a real man that is able to provide for you is never going to ask you to go 50-50 because he doesn't need you to do that. He already has it. But Black men need you to go 50-50 for them because they cannot stand on their own as a whole, as an individual. So that's why they need you there, right? That's why there's a lot of this 50-50 going on. A whole lot of 50-50 talk. You know what I'm saying?
So this is why Black men have a lack of desire to want to take care of themselves. It's because they are constantly coddled by their mothers.
They're constantly babied by their mothers. I'd say about 20%
of Black women in the Black community actually hold their sons accountable in order for them to become men.
And I want to give an example of this. So like I said before, the majority of Black mothers are enablers of their sons. They do not check their sons when they do something wrong. They allow their sons to be disrespectful, not only to other women, but to them as well. As opposed to a woman who is very intentional in implanting good characteristics within her son, she's going to raise him much differently, despite whether or not the father is present or not. So for example, if that mother sees her son being wrongfully disrespectful to another girl, son or not, she's going to check her son as a male because she knows that is not how a real man would carry himself, period. She's not going to watch him act out of a place that he really shouldn't and just sit there and not say anything, because that's what enabling mothers do. They watch their sons do things in which they know they shouldn't, and they sit back and they do nothing as bystanders. I also call them bystanders because they watch, but they're so quiet. They gonna let their son do X, Y, and Z and not say not a shit, not check, not a motherfucking thing. And it could be a multitude of reasons of that. One of them, I think, is because they're scared. One of them is because I think they're scared. They don't want to check their sons because they're scared. You're scared of your son, ain't you? Because you've enabled, let me not get too far. I just feel like they enable their sons to do so much detriment. It gets to the point that they are scared to even confront them about the slightest of things that they do that they know is not right. But when it comes to a mother a woman that is a mother of a child that is actually raising a man, she has no reason to have any fear in regards to her son because she raised her son in a way to not be fearful towards women. Do you get what the fuck I'm saying? Do you get what the fuck I'm saying? There's a difference. There's a difference. There's a difference. There's a difference. That's why you see a difference in how other races and cultures and men operate versus how Black men operate. The majority of Black men operate, okay? Because it's not all. It's just based off of how they are raised, period. I'm just being completely honest. Let's be real. A lot of Black men are not raised in two-parent households. They're raised by their mothers. Why? Because their fathers are not real men. Duh. They gonna leave their ass. Okay, that's another topic. Like I said, I ain't saying this to talk down to no black man. Nigga, I don't really care about you like that. I care about the ones that care about themselves. I don't care about the ones that just want pity. I don't care about that, bro. I want you to be a man. I want you to be somebody that you're proud of, that I can also be proud of. Don't nobody give a fuck about that pity ass shit that you black men just be talking all the fucking time. Don't nobody really even give a fuck what you talking about. You just talk. That's all you know how to do is fucking talk, make excuses, words of affirmation. You want bitches to believe your words. I'm like, fuck up. Anyway,
I say 20% of black women in the black community actually do hold their sons accountable in order for them to become actual men. The other 80%...
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, because at first I changed the percentages. At first I said 70 and 30, but now when I written this down, I did say 80 and 20. Sorry. Anyway, the other 80% of black mothers
coddle their sons in ways in which they would never do to their daughters. For example, not cooking a meal for another independent person is not a reason to be kicked out of a home. If the brother is 20 years old and has not cooked for himself, yet alone everyone else in the home, why doesn't the same energy apply to him? Considering he is older and he is a man. Meaning he should be able to provide in multiple ways. Obviously, we see he can't provide financially because he's still living with his mother. So you should be able to provide
in the other aspects to the family if you cannot provide in that aspect. So if you know your sister is doing homework and your mother is at home and all you're doing is sitting down playing video games, why the fuck you can't make a meal for yourself, let alone everyone else in the house? The fuck? I don't understand that. Why? What leaves you incompetent of doing that? So I'm just saying, you know, if that rule or if that standard applies to a 17-year-old, why doesn't the same energy apply to a 20-year-old who is supposed to be fully capable and independent? Honestly, if you ask me, he's not really, shouldn't be there, living there in your house. But I'm not, you know what, let me not say that. That's just my personal opinion, because I just feel like men and women are not held to the same standards.
So, this is why we have so many cases where men are constantly positioned to depend on women. I know literally, oh God. I know a man in real life who literally won't even be able to eat unless his wife gets up and literally makes his meals. Literally makes his meals.
Now, is that a man? Or does that sound like a child? Is that a man or does that sound like a child? And it's not even like it's real life, okay? This is a grown man. This is a grown couple, okay? The wife does all the cooking for him. Now, what if the wife is sick? What if the wife can't do it? You just can't eat? You don't know how to cook? You don't know how to put something? You don't know? That's pathetic. Does that sound like a man or does that sound like a child? Does that sound like a man or does that sound like a child? And you're grown. You're a grown-ass adult and you telling me you can't get up and make yourself your own motherfucking meal. You gotta wait for this woman to get up to take care of you. That is pathetic. That is so fucking, I'm sorry, that is pathetic. Because if a woman is capable of being a competent individual, men, considering that they are men, they should be able to do the exact same thing. This is also why we have a large case of males living with their mothers for an overextended period of time. It's one thing to have the opportunity to be able to live with your parents and become financially stable, but it's another thing when you're living with your parents literally as a man close to the age of 30 or above. That's pathetic. That is pathetic. Because it's like, if you are fully capable of having your own, why don't you want your own shit? I just don't respect somebody like that. I don't, because I just know as me, the moment I was able to get out of my mama's shit, I was straight out that bitch. What the fuck do I look like staying with this bitch? What? No. I'm getting the fuck out this bitch. Ain't nobody telling me what to do. Ain't nobody running shit. Ain't no bitch telling me nothing. Ain't nobody telling me anything. What the fuck? So, like I said, the moment I was able to get my shit, I was out that bitch. Adios. Fuck is you talking about? So I don't understand how the fuck is these niggas so comfortable just sitting at home with their mama. I don't get it. My daddy didn't move out my grandmother's house until I don't even know how long. I don't even know. I ain't even gonna cap with you. I do not even fucking know. I don't even know, G. I think that man didn't move out until he was like in his 40s. I'm not even gonna cap with you. I always known him to live in a basement with my grandmother all his fucking life. That's it, that's all. I ain't never seen him with his own, well, actually, I'm lying. I did see him with his own place once, but then I seen him right back at my grandmother's house. So I don't know. I just don't get it. I never see the man really have a car. Like, this is pathetic. And I'm 25. This is pathetic. Sorry. But then again, it goes back to the mamas. The mama be letting their ass be pathetic. I don't know, like, what are you doing, mama? Because if it was me and that's my son, I'm like, bro, I'm sorry, I'm treating the fuck out you. What the fuck? Somebody I gotta trigger your ego some way. You need an ego. Where's your pride? Where's your pride at? You ain't got no pride? I be damn if it's me, bro. Where's your pride at? No, I'm gonna have to fuck with you. I'm gonna have to fuck with your feelings. You should feel embarrassed. Cause what the fuck is you doing, nigga? Fuck. I can't respect you as a man. You living in my shit. No, I can't. Sure the fuck can't. Sure the fuck can't. Fuck. How the fuck you want me to treat you like a man? But nigga, you're not a real man. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Get your own shit, nigga. Then you be treated like a man. Then you get my respect. Fuck you talking about. You don't just get it without being nothing. You're nothing. You're nothing. All right. Okay. I'm going on a tangent. Sorry. I'm gonna have to turn my light out, y'all, because I gotta put my phone on the charger and my phone is about to die. So I'm going to read the very last part over again. I have stated that it's one thing to have the opportunity to be able to live with your parents and become financially stable, but it's another thing when you're literally living with your parents as a man close to 30 or above and have no plan on improving because you are content. You are comfortably content. So I used to believe, this goes to my next point, I used to believe that a large number of black male narcissism stemmed from their black fathers. But based off of this clip, I'm actually noticing a great number of black men's narcissism actually stems from their mothers. Okay? I used to think it would come from their fathers, but watching this clip, I'm noticing that they get a lot of their toxic behaviors, not just from their fathers, but from their mothers. They get it a lot from their mothers. Okay? That fuck shit, they get it from their mama. That's where they get it from. We can assume that their controlling, irrational behavior stems from years of seeing it being played out in the home, in addition to the coddling of his mother. So when black men are not held accountable for being men, black mothers do not realize that in the moment they are actually creating demonic, unstable beings. Men who believe that they are on top of the world with no credibility. Men who think that they can do no wrong and can't be touched. Men who turn out to be abusive. Not abusive towards other men, but more so abusive towards women. You see what I mean? So when black women do not hold their sons accountable, they are creating monsters, and they don't even realize it until it's too late. Black men are abusive partially because of their mother's constant enablement of the behavior over the years. Black men are abusive partially because of their mother's constant enablement of their behavior over the years. Typically, these black men in the black community who are physically abusive towards women and surroundings are more prone to get active with a woman before they get active with another man. And that is facts. So the energy temperatures are never the same. They will never be the same as opposed to them stepping and confronting a woman versus them stepping and confronting a man. They will get loud with the woman. They will get crunk with the woman. And sometimes, not all the times, they start to place hands on these women, okay? Black men start to believe that they are untouchable, literally. But basically the gist of what I'm saying is, once you start something and you don't really check it, and you continue it for so long, you're accustomed, right? It's almost programmed into you, right? So when it comes to like years of buildup of constantly disrespecting women, constantly just doing things out of a low vibrational state, and it's not checked when it should be, you believe that nothing can happen to you. You believe that you can do bad things and no consequences will take place behind them, okay? Because you've been sliding for so many fucking years doing fuck shit, right? So that's why I'm saying these black men believe that they are untouchable, because for so long, for so many years, they are able to act in the way that they act without being held accountable for doing so, because women are not holding them accountable for doing so. And it starts from their mothers. Last point. This is why a lot of black men are also down low more than ever in the community. So there's a lot of underlying reasons behind this as to why a lot of black men may be down low within the community. Okay, and one of them may be jail time. If they are making money illegally, if they are making money in an illegal way, I'm 110% positive that their mothers condone their illegal indulgence, okay, and whatever it is that they're doing. All right, so I'm very sure that their mothers are aware and they condone it. And some of them benefit off of the lifestyle that their sons are able to provide for them based off of indulging in illegal activity in order for them to gain resources. I hope what I'm saying is making sense, and I hope you're catching gist on to what I'm saying right now. All right. So jail time is a big one because Black mothers like to act like they care about the safety of their sons, but are a part of the reasons why their sons either end up dead or in jail. Period, point fucking blank. I don't give a fuck what the fuck you're talking about. If they done more than 6 months in jail, only me knowing how male creatures operate, if they've done at least 6 months to a year and plus and more in jail, they down low. Okay? I could be reaching. I'm not gonna say it's every man. I would say 90%. Okay? Yeah, I would say 90%. And if you don't know what down low is, you need to look it up. Okay? And I will also leave down the DL Whisperer. Watch him. Just go and watch him. Okay? The DL Whisperer. Okay? I need y'all to go and watch that video because I'm very sure it's a lot of y'all that's dealing with down low niggas and y'all are just very oblivious to it. But me, I know a down low nigga. They mask it all the time. They just hide it. I don't always make it apparent that I know that they like that, but I know that they're like that. It's not bad. I'm not judging nobody, but it comes to where like there's a negative aspect to this. So just listen. Anyway, so if they've done more than 6 months, knowing how male creatures operate, despite what they try to portray, more than likely I am going to assume that that man is down low in some way. They leave jail as another person sexually. There's no judgment in that. I feel like this also goes back to how Black mothers play a part into this. You know, they talk about how they really care about their Black sons. They care about their image. They care about their safety. However, if you know that there is a possibility that your son could go to jail doing what it is that he's doing, why are you condoning it? Why are you supporting it? Because then when it's too late, you're gonna be crying and that's my son, that's my Black son. Bitch, you knew what the fuck he was doing. So bitch, I don't want to hear no fucking crying, bitch. I don't want to hear no crying. There wasn't no crying when he was giving you money. It wasn't no crying when he was supplying you. It wasn't no crying then. But when that shit come around and that time is due, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of tears coming about. But let me shut the fuck up. Anyway, sorry guys. But that's what I'm saying though. So don't be a hypocrite about this shit, G. Okay, you need to hold your son accountable. This is why we don't have enough lawyers, doctors, people of value, Black men of value in the community, because they keep running to the streets. They are the ones that are fucking their own lives up. Okay? And it's one thing to make mistakes. You can make mistakes, but you don't continue them. You actually fix them and make yourself better. You learn from your mistakes. You don't just sit in them. You know what I'm saying? But Black men, I don't see them enough. I don't see a great number of them doing that. I just don't see that. I don't. You may be asking, what does them being down low within the community have to do with this video or their mothers or whatever? The reason why I'm saying this is because a lot of the down low men that y'all be with, number one, you don't know that they're down low, but they're abusive. They're abusive to you. And part of the reason they're abusive to you is because of the fact that they're down low. It's because of the fact that they're down low. Okay? And them being down low, I'm not just going to blame their mothers for that, but there's a multitude of reasons for it that also stems from their mothers. No father being present in the home could also be another reason as to why they end up being down low. And this, I've also talked about this in one of my videos. I don't remember if I took my video down, like if I made it private or not, but I was talking about how, okay, like I was talking about Black women choosing better for the community. I was talking about, if you know that this man is not in a place to provide for your children, there's no reason why you should be laying down with him, and there's really no reason why you should have his baby. If you're gonna lay down with him, okay, lay down with him. Bitch, don't have his fucking baby, because then you're contributing to the generational curse, okay, of Black women being single mothers, okay, and Black families not being whole, Black families not being, you know what I'm saying, you know? And it's very prevalent for a father to be present in the home so that a man can teach another man how to be a man. But because of the fact that Black women are not choosing stable men to provide and build with, we are continuing generational curses. We are continuing to build monsters. Do you see what I'm saying? So a man not being present in the home, he's not able to show his son how to be a man. Okay? And it goes back to women choosing poorly and making poor decisions when it comes to reproducing, when it comes to their womb, personally. That's just my personal opinion. Another reason as to why they may be gay is because it also may be passed down from another male in the family. I believe that it goes in cycles. Neglect from the mother or parents, okay, could also be a reason as to why they turn out to be down low. Sexual abuse as a child growing up, it could be other reasons as to why they end up being down low. And there are so many other reasons as to why there are so many gay men in the black community more than ever. I'm specifically referring to the ones who are abusive, okay, the ones who are narcissistic and hide who they truly are by getting with other black women in the community. Those are the ones who I'm referring to. I'm not referring to men who may be bisexual or whatever, because I don't really have any judgment towards men who are bisexual. I'm talking about the men who are confused, the men who are very narcissistic, the men who don't know themselves, those down low men, the men who portray to be something else on the outside but are something else on the inside, okay? And I believe that a lot of black women are building a lot of gay males due to them sitting in feminine energy for so long. A lot of black men a lot of young black men as well, they sit on their phones all day. They're not ambitious. They don't want to get a job. They don't want to work. They don't have cars. They're still living with their fucking mothers. Like, I don't know what the fuck they watch when they're on the fucking phones. They sit at home. They just have no ambition. They're constantly asking for money or asking for things from other women. Like, you know, and I just feel like also because of the fact that they resent themselves, they let out that resentment towards the women in their surroundings. They let out that resentment, yes, towards other women in their surroundings. Like I said, it could be a lot of reasons as to why they turn out to be gay, but the reason why I'm pointing that out is because I noticed that a lot of men who are abusive towards women in the community are gay or down low, and they be raised by their mamas. They be raised by their mamas and they be gay as hell. Sitting in that feminine ass energy all fucking day. They can't do shit. Obviously, they don't know how to be men. They're bitches. They're bitches. They're bitches. That's what it is. I'm sorry. They're bitches. They're literally bitches with a dick. That's it. That's it. That's it. And I have seen this shit in the real fucking life. Okay? And you know what black mothers do? They don't do anything. They're not telling their sons, you need to go get a job. You know what they doing? Making excuses for their son. Oh, he's fine. He don't need to do this. He's fine. Or they gonna make up some type of excuse as to why their son ain't shit. That's why he ain't gonna be shit. He's still not gonna be shit because you keep letting him not be shit. Hey, it is what the fuck it is. You need to hold your son accountable. You need to, like, tell your son, hey, this ain't right. Hey, you need to do this. You need to push him to be a man. That's why they go into these relationships searching for their mothers in these women that they trying to date. They trying to look for bitches to take care of them. Hell no, fuck you talking about. That's why the standards are different in dating in today's dating world. At least mine's are. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. If your standards are not right, I'm not fucking with you. I ain't fucking with you. I don't give a fuck. Fuck. And like I said, I know a lot of these niggas be down low. I know they is and broke. Okay? And I'm not talking about the men that's out, you know, because men can be down low and still be men. Okay? They still can provide. They still, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the ones that be confused because they bitches. I hope you get what I'm saying here. I'm not trying to make this video so long, y'all. But what I'm saying is, I've seen gay men who are still men. I've seen feminine men who are still men. And when I say men, bitch, they know morals. They have morals, bitch. Okay, they have boundaries, bitch. They have self-fucking respect. They provide and they get money. And they know how to get money. I know them. I know them. They exist. Versus the nothing-ass niggas that be trying to act like, trying to hide that they down low, don't have no type of ambition, don't want to do shit, but just sit at home, play the game, and jag they dick all motherfucking day and be abusive, want to act all hard with women. Nigga, you want to act so hard with women, bitch, you're not going to do this with a man ever in your fucking life. Ever in your goddamn life, because you're not a man. Because your mama ain't raised one. You better sit your little baby ass the fuck down, bitch. Trying to get hard with a motherfucking woman. Fuck wrong with you. Sit down. Sit down, nigga. Like, it's the most sissiest shit I've ever seen in my life. Niggas getting crunk with women, but will never get crunk with a man. It's the most sissiest shit I've ever seen in my life. But then, I'm like, shit, they get that whole shit from their mama. What the fuck? They get that whole shit from their mama. They get that whole shit from themselves, too. fuck? Your mama didn't enable your ass to be a hoe, and nigga, your ass a hoe. You's a hoe ass nigga. Fuck you talking about? Hoe ass niggas. A lot of hoe ass niggas walking around this bitch. A lot of niggas, just hoe ass niggas, just walking, hoe ass bitches walking around with dicks. Feel me? Wanting to get crunk with the next woman, but will never get crunk with a man like that. They gonna second guess it. Trust me. They're never too expedited to get crunk with another man. Now, a real nigga that's about that life, oh, he gonna do that. No hesitation. When they down low, hesitation. With a woman, oh, they all in it. Boy, you don't sit your ass down, boy. And before I give your ass a sucker to suck on, boy, you better stop playing on me, nigga. I'm a whole female. I'm not the one you need to get crunk with. Little boy. Okay? Yeah, I think that's all I really had to say for this video. Like, I may go here, because I know this video was a little bit all over the place, y'all. I know it was a little bit all over the place. But I may go ahead and add a few more things, sum it up if I need to, you know, go ahead and sum up the video. But let me know what you guys think in the video. You know, I know a lot of people are not going to agree with me with what I have to say, but this is just based off of experience. This is based off what I've seen. And honestly, if I want to go ahead and get statistics, I bet you I can pull the statistics. It's not difficult. So if you want to go ahead and argue with me, you can. But I can definitely back it up with receipts and much more facts. Okay, but let me know what you guys think about this entire situation in regards to this. Like, I feel like, first of all, in this video, this is a huge representation for the dynamic between black mothers and their black daughters. Okay, there's always a lot of animosity, a lot of jealousy, a lot of passive aggression, a lot of just negative energy and unwarranted anger aimed at us. You know what I'm saying, by our mothers. And like I said, I always noticed that there was a significant difference in the way in which how I was treated versus how my brother was treated, and still to this day. You know what I'm saying? And that is the reason as to why he is who he is, and as to why I am who I am. And that's the reason why a lot of black men who are who they are, and why some of them are indifferent, because they were just raised differently. It is what it is. So let me know what you guys think about this case in the comments below, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Deuces. Not sure what all that is about. I literally just woke up this morning, y'all. I can tell you, it is 8:23 in the morning. Yeah, I'm up now, because now you done kind of got me pissed off. Because I know you didn't come to my crib over $70. And that $70, I'll wipe my ass with it, then I'll give it to you. Then his ass gonna be like, why did I do that? Yeah, I know. You should have left me the fuck alone. Know why the fuck you done got me started this goddamn morning, nigga? Cause fuck with me, I will really go over there.
It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
See, hoes don't lie.